everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another stream. We're going to be continuing the world in Vintage Story, and the objective is to finish getting enough copper, just so that way we can finally progress to the Copper Age and be able to start building more rather than having to run around searching for copper. Okay, so where's everything that I put in? There's more copper in there, so doesn't look like I have much that I was planning to do besides collect copper, apparently. So, off to the hunt for copper. And hopefully, just I can get enough copper. Oh, did I mark this lead? No, I didn't. So, time to mark it. Now I have lead there that I can gather, but I'm really looking for copper specifically, since with copper I'll finally be able to progress. There's even more lead here.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Gotta mark it. And now on to more copper, hopefully. Doesn't even matter how long it takes, I just need to find copper so that way I can finally actually do stuff rather than having to run around searching for copper. And feel like a suitable direction to go would be to check the previous locations that I found copper and see if anything's there that I missed. I'm also going to gather some of the spelt because it's still useful as food. And just trying to find copper, that's basically going to be the main plan. After finding copper, then I'll be able to start making charcoal and make copper tools to be able to start collecting more copper from the underground instead of having to run around searching for it on the surface. And then areas where I found copper previously, I'll be able to find copper underground, making it easier to just recollect the copper. And it doesn't look like there's any copper at this area that I missed from what I've seen so far. And that means I'm just going to be running around searching for copper just like last stream. This time I'm going to run over to the left side since that's what I need. What did I mark? Oh, resin. Okay. Time to just run now. And hopefully I find some copper, because if not, then this is going to be a continuing problem that would have to be solved eventually. Even if it takes all stream, I literally can't really do much else until I find the copper. With copper, I'm able to, first of all, make the pickaxe and hammer, and then I'll also be able to use it to make nails and just quite a lot of stuff besides just running around. And that's just the main objective of this stream, finding copper. And just passing by other copper spots that I found previously. Apparently there are none in this area that I found, so it's possible that I find copper here. Albeit, I really would like to find some other kind of stone besides sandstone, since I personally don't really like the look of the sandstone in this game. It's just far too bright of a material. And see if I can find any copper in the cave, because if that's the case, then I'll know to go up to the surface to search for it. Okay, nothing in this cave at all. So, gotta unequip the torch. And back onto the running. Searching for copper. It appears that I'm leaving this whatever this biome is. Just sandstone, sand everywhere. I'd call it a desert, but I'm not sure if it's a desert. And that looks like a tower or something. I don't know. It's probably got some pots around it. No, it's probably got pots in it, but I don't really have the inventory space or the time for it because I need to find this copper. Just gonna keep running. Rainfall here is common. And just continuing with the running. I found some mushrooms. Let's see what kind of mushrooms. Okay. So, these mushrooms I'm gonna ditch since they hurt to eat. But these ones I can collect. And then I'll mark the location. Okay, I gotta fix that.
So it would be closer to say it could easily be something like lava Pirelli.
There we go. And that's more food that I have on me. All this food's honestly a really good thing, but also could be a bad thing if it all starts to go bad. But it's more of a good thing because of the fact that I have all this food.
Oh, that's one way of blowing up everything.
Okay, there's a more open field over here. Maybe I'll find some copper. Is this quartz? Okay, so I can mark this place down for quartz. Albeit, quartz is not really what I need. Quartz I'm marking down even though I already have collected a decent bit of quartz. Quartz also has a chance to have silver in it when you're mining it, so being able to mine for silver with quartz is kind of a good thing since it means that I'll be able to get the silver required to just improve the lanterns or be able to make alloys in the future. I'm still just running around searching for copper. Is that surface lead? It is. Lead and then quartz above it. I'll mark both, since they're both here. Okay. Stuff's falling because of gravity. I'm falling. Now, I really just need copper and then stuff will be able to get done. just need to find copper.
I guess I'm gonna need a lot of forma. Good thing I'm done starting crafting it.
There's some spelt that I can harvest and add to the pile that I already have.
I don't want to farm more working cells.
And still just running around searching for copper. And just hoping to find copper at this point. And just really need to find copper. It's already starting to get dark. Still haven't even found any copper. I've only found quartz and mushrooms, as well as lead that I can't get yet because I don't have a pickaxe. And that's a bear. Not going there. Just still running around. The distinct lack of copper is really bad. An apple tree. I'm gonna mark this. Now I'm just gonna grab the resources to make a bed, because I'm not going to be able to make it back before nighttime.
I'm still in. I'm in the mission.
Okay, so 24.
Although I'm getting a bit hungry.
Run around searching for a bit more copper. Oh, there's a merchant's cart here. That's a bear. That's not safe. That's really just no. I'm not ready to fight bears yet. And I'm just gonna go this way instead. And just really need to find copper. And just some copper. It's all I need. I'm finding lots of berry bushes that I'm not picking up simply because I need inventory space for copper. I'm going to be leaving this bed behind once I sleep through the night. But other than that, I'm just going to be keep running around hoping to find the copper required to progress, and then once I finally find the copper, I'll head back and finally start being able to do stuff. There's a ruin in the middle of the lake. Maybe that has an ore vessel that could potentially have copper. Oh, it's the same ruin that appeared over in the middle of the land over previously. I wonder if there's... Yeah, there's a pot here. What's it got? Tools. I don't have inventory space for that. I'll mark it.
That would be a primary.
Okay. It's getting close to night. Just gonna keep running until it gets really dark. And just gonna be sleeping as soon as nighttime falls, and then continuing the search in the day. Simply because I need the copper to progress. And then just with the copper, I'll finally be able to actually build a house, make a farm, and start making things look good over back at where I was building base. And that would basically be the main objective. Just copper in order to make everything look good. And it's time to sleep. And then I'm just gonna fully sleep since it's just... That's not good. I can't see where I'm going, but I got attacked by a bear. This is really not good. It's pitch black and I got attacked by a bear. I'm in the middle of a lake. I'm just gonna keep swimming until I reach land and then I'm gonna pull out the torch. Unless I manage to arrive in a rainy area. Hey, there's an almost all the time rain place here. It's a shame that it's in the middle of the lake, so I can't exactly build here. Otherwise, I totally would build here. Okay. I'm on land, but it's raining, so I can't pull out the torch. Well, I could, but it might go out. And that's a wolf. Just gotta keep running. Okay, rift activity is currently medium, so it's not that dangerous, but still pretty dangerous. At least I didn't die to the bear or the wolves. And just keep running. Maybe I'll find some copper in the middle of the night whilst running. Be really lucky. Considering the fact that I can't exactly see very well at night. And I've already been struggling to find copper, and technically I'm just running back to the house at this point. Oh, there's some turnips here. I'm gonna harvest them. And now I'm just gonna put that in the hotbar. So now I have... Oh, there's some blue clay here that I'm gonna mark. Mark it. Blue clay. And back onto the adventure. Searching for copper. Is there ore? Let's see what we get. Oh, there's some copper in that. Not enough copper. Dang it. Although we're closer to the goal of having 40 copper. There's 24 back at base, and that's another 6, so that leaves 10 more copper that I need to find, and then I'll finally be able to start crafting with copper. There's clay in here. Fire clay. I'm gonna mark that. And back on the run. Open the map to see where I'm running. Okay. This is a new direction. And just running. This is a good place to run around searching for copper since it's flat and there's no grass. Might find some here. Albeit it doesn't look like I'm going to find any. Sandstone's really not a good stone to find copper in. It's probably going to take forever just to get the last 10 copper that I need. Might even have to go back and dig up the ruins and hope that they have ore vessels at this point. Simply because of the fact that I'm doing so much running and finding barely anything. And just really... Oh, there's ruins over there, and there's also a merchant cart right there, so I'm going to check that out first. And see what kind of merchant this is. Okay, so this is a luxuries merchant. Let's mark this down. Luxuries. Luxuries merchant. Here we go. Now to head over to the ruins that I saw previously. Okay. Any visible pots? Doesn't look like it. Oh well. There's some grass here, so it's going to be a little bit harder to find copper here, but I may as well try because I really need it. Oh, there's clay there. More blue clay. Marking it down. I'm on a really thin strip of land here, apparently. Blue clay. And back on the search for copper. And just... There was a collapse somewhere, I don't even know where. And honestly, I'd rather not find out so that way I don't fall in it. Okay, that looks like it has... Oh, it's not a cave at all, it's just shale beneath the sandstone. Just keep running, hoping to find some copper. And unfortunately, I'm not really finding any copper so far. I could de-equip the torch now because it's bright enough. And it's... If it takes all stream just to find a little bit more copper than the 6 that I've already found, it's going to take forever. And oh, copper! I finally found copper. Is it enough? Is it literally just that one piece of copper? It's literally just that one piece of copper. It's going to leave me with 8 left that I need to find. There's more spelt. I'm gonna grab it because at this point I might need it just with how much running around I have to do to find copper. But copper is really just the only thing that I need. I've found so much clay that I won't need to find any more clay ever again, hopefully. And once I find copper, I'll be able to progress to alloys pretty quickly since I have lead already, and it's pretty easy to find everything else required for alloys. Mostly because I've basically found everything else that I need for alloys, if I remember correctly. I'll be able to check once I find the copper, but I'd rather not divert from the task of finding copper, so that way I hopefully actually will find it. And it's just taking a while. And there's not really been much copper here, so I'm gonna start heading south. Since it's a new area with how much I've run to the west. And really hope I find copper here. Oh, copper! There's more copper here. And so let's mark it. And that puts me at 5 copper left that I need to be able to start progressing. Since I found another 11. Let's see what this merchant is. Okay, this is survival goods merchant, so let's mark it. Survival goods merchant. Okay. Now, back on the hunt for copper. I'm really just running around searching for anything that could lead me to any copper. Finding rocks on the ground is always a chance for copper, but I really just need plain copper. There's drifters that you can hear inside of the caves. Not really going in the caves, though. That's a bear. Did I escape the bear? I think I did. Okay. Still not finding any more copper yet. I'm sure to find it eventually, though. Especially with the fact that I'm literally running around still. Why is most of the world sandstone? Or at least most of the world that I've explored thus far. That's just still not really what I need. Is this? No, it's not. Sandstone rocks everywhere, but I need to find copper. Oop, is that? No, that's quartz. Grab it either way, but still, I really need copper. There's ruins here. Maybe there's an ore vessel that could have copper. Not visible, and I don't have the ability to dig up. Oh, there's more to the ruins. These are some pretty big ruins. Well, there's common rainfall here. Still just running around climbing hills, searching through the grass, hoping to find copper. And just really need the copper. It's time to go southwest. There's some rye. Do I have rye? Yes, I do. Grabbing some field mushrooms. Well, eating some field mushrooms since I already have them. Is that copper? No. I just need a little bit more copper and then I'll be able to start doing things. There's lead here, so I can mark it. Okay. Now to continue on the hunt for copper. Oh, there's some exposed ore here. There's quartz and lead. So that's another place to mark quartz and lead at. So lead and quartz. And now back on running for copper. There's rye, so I'll grab it.
I don't have roar.
I will not be struggling with food for a very long time.
No.
Is that copper there? No. Still just need to find a little bit more copper.
Currently, I'm farming Oregon
And just running around. That's a cliff I'm not going to be able to scale that. Here's a cave, I might be able to go through the cliff. And let's see. There's shale and slate. Wait, slate? That's a new rock. There's also granite down here. I think I may have finally found something new in stone, but I'm just gonna go through this cave and hopefully I'll find something. That's too steep. Can't go down there. Well, at least I found slate, hopefully. Slate and shale and granite are here, so it's 3 different rocks in the underground, so I'm just gonna mark it with this, that, and there we go. I definitely need to get over or around this mountain. And hopefully there's new stone on that side because that could lead to higher rates of copper. I'm just gonna keep my torch equipped unless I have to go into the water or into a place where it's raining, since it saves inventory. Okay, I'm getting pretty close to getting around the mountain. Mostly going up hills around the mountain. Oh, clay here. I'm gonna mark it since everything may as well be marked. It's blue clay. And still just on the run. There's ruins there. Maybe there's an exposed pot. Yes, and it's tools. I don't have inventory for it. It's a shame. Just still searching for either new stone or copper. There's fire clay there. So we gotta mark it. Not there. Right there. Mark it for fire clay. And I'm gonna head right here since there's ruins in that direction. Right there. Let's see if I'll find anything inside of the ruins. Maybe there's an exposed pot? Doesn't look like it yet. No exposed pots. Just gonna keep heading southwest now. And actually, I could start heading south. No, southwest is a much easier path than southeast. I can go southeast when I'll be going northeast once I'm heading back, because that's the way back to the house. And I really just need to find the copper. There's foxes, but I don't have the need for anything from them. I can't carry pelts because my inventory's full, and the same with the bushmeat since I don't really have inventory space. Oh, is that spelt or it's rye? I'll take it. Just gotta keep running. Oh, is that new stone? It looks like maybe. I really hope it is. No, it's not. It's just dirt. Still, every single area that I've explored has been nothing but sandstone. Just gotta keep running and hoping I find any copper. Even if I find copper ore underground, I'll still be able to at least use that. I might even have to resort to panning, because if I don't find enough copper by the end of this stream, I'll... Oh, new rocks! There's new rocks here. Shale. Surface shale. That means it might have a higher chance for copper. Let's check. So, under shale rock, it has copper and medium, and that's it. Only medium, no poor. So I have slightly better odds searching for it here, so I'll actually mark this. And since I'm going to use gray and shale. Now to continue searching for copper in this new stone, so hopefully I'll be able to just make copper tools. It's taking quite a long time. And there's more rye, so I'm gonna grab it. Gotta eat more of my mushrooms. Okay, I'm basically running out of food now. I have more mushrooms that I apparently didn't pull out, but now I did. So hopefully I just find copper. That's literally all I need. I still have so many grains, I likely would be able to live off of them for a while. Especially with the cooking pot that I have back at the house. I might even reach a new climate with how much I'm running. Simply because of the fact that I'm still searching for copper. And there's granite surface now. So let's mark... Can't mark it right now because I'm being attacked by a bear. Or I was being attacked by the... There's the bear. I also saw mushrooms on a tree, but unfortunately I couldn't mark them. Oh, resin. Good to see if I can grab that. Got it. But there's another bear. That bear almost killed me. It's just gonna keep running. Oh, that's just granite. I can check and see if granite has better copper odds. So granite rock, poor, medium, rich. Okay, it goes up to rich in copper, so I have better odds of finding copper here. Just gonna keep running though, hoping to find copper. And just still on the hunt for copper. I'm running right through the trees where I won't be able to find... I'm back in the sandstone. I am not going to be searching through the sandstone. It's horrible. Just horrible for finding copper. I'm honestly willing to dodge bears rather than searching the sandstone anymore. Especially with how fast I'm going through all my mushrooms now. Oh, more resin. It's gonna help a lot later on, finding all this resin. Ooh, blueberries. I'll be able to use them. It's wolves. I might be dead here. I genuinely might be dead here. Or not. If I'm not dead, that was real. That's a bear. That was really close. I don't have anything to heal. I don't even know what heals me because I haven't needed to heal in the past. Are these blueberry bushes? Yes, so I'll grab these. And then I'll be able to plant them back at the base. And be able to use blueberries. But still just searching. And oh, whoa, I forgot about gravity. And I really just hope I don't run into a bear. Because a bear or a wolf will just instantly kill me, so let's actually start making our way back. I'm going to be going northeast now. More east because to the north is where all the bears and wolves that I spotted previously are. Okay. Oh, whoa! That was close. That was a pretty far fall. At least I didn't die. Any open space on the map? No. I'm in a really thick forest. Okay. There's wolves there. Up here should be safe. Looks like it. Oh, there's mushrooms. Violet web caps. Okay. Hopefully I'm able to mark this. Violet web cap, and then there's these, which I believe are... Yep, they hurt. At least I found some mushrooms that I can eat for more sustenance. And now I'm back on the run. Okay. Lobster mushrooms. Let's see, do these ones work? Yes, they do, so let's mark it. And then to harvest all of them. No longer able to dodge bears since I have no health. One hit from a bear deals literally 6 damage, and I only have 4 health. Well, I don't even think... Oh, I do have 4 health. I have eaten so many fruits and vegetables, apparently. Some more of the red mushrooms, but I can't eat them. They're too dangerous to eat.
What would make Seltra and Carnon do?
And still just need to find my way out of the forest. Heading purely east would get me out of the forest. I'm heading mostly south. Simply because of all this uneven terrain. And I just really need to find it. That's fall damage. Okay, I'm getting closer to the edge of the forest. There's more mushrooms here, but my inventory... Why do I have a sandstone rock? Okay. I throw it, and... Okay, so these are mushrooms I can eat, so let's mark it. Is that how it's spelt? Chanterelli. Okay. There we go. Now it's marked. Time to continue running. Okay. We need to... Oh, more here. I gotta be getting close to the edge now. Certainly looks like I'm getting close to the edge. The amount of trees is getting thinner, and that looks like the edge of the forest. Oh, there's bees! I gotta mark this down. This will be very essential later on. Being able to harvest bees for honey and being able to get wax to be able to make candles and stuff. Whoa. Almost fell. Oh, I fell there. Let's see what's... Nothing. Nothing's in here. I was gonna say, let's see what's in here. But there was nothing. Just an empty cave. Now my current objective is just to make it back to home. I got more copper to drop off, but not enough to progress through anything. But basically, it's just my main objective. And still just running. Looking for copper. At least in the open field, it's easier, since I'm able to... Oh, that's a bear. I was saying, since I'm able to see around me more than just what's directly in front of me in between trees and stuff. Is that? Yes, copper. I found more copper. I really gotta mark this, because it's actually a lot closer than where I was previously. Holy cow, that actually is very close. At least compared to where I was previously. I'm just gonna head straight north for now. And now that I'm at 13 copper, just another 3, and I'll be able to make a pickaxe and hammer. Is that more copper? No. That's some fall damage. Is that copper? No. And back on just running. Is that copper? No. It's onions. Just searching for copper. Not copper here. Not there. Jumping across this. And just really in need of copper.
That would just be funny, wouldn't it? Just you guys have
And still running, searching for copper. Is this copper? No. I am likely going to be doing quite a bit of panning. Even though I only need 3 copper, it's still not the best odds. At least I have a nearly limitless source of gravel here. I don't need flint. Okay, so I'm currently close to a quartz deposit previously found. So if I go a different direction than where the quartz deposit is, I might find copper. Wait, there's more quartz here. I'm just gonna eat both of these and grab the quartz. And mark it down. And just really need to find copper. I've been finding quite a lot of animals, but I don't have the ability to build a ranch yet. Wait, was that copper? No. This is taking quite a while. It's already been an hour and I only found 13 copper. Nothing there. At least I've gotten various seeds and other stuff, but I just really need to find any more copper. Even just one nugget might be enough to get me the copper that I need. Just one stray open copper deposit. Finding all sorts of boulders, but nothing that I need. With where I am, I will be able to make it back, but it would be very dark by the time I make it back. So I'm just going to make a straight run to home. Just glancing over any rocks, hoping that I might find copper. Nope. I'm gonna ditch the vine. And that's lake crossed. And now I'm very close to home. It's not very likely that I'm going to find copper here. But whoa. It scared me a little bit. But apparently there's field mushrooms, which I'm not going to gather right now. Oh, I already marked these. No copper there. Just gonna be going around the lake. And still no copper. Found some, but not enough for me to just be able to make the pickaxe and hammer. Well, at least I'm back at the house and can sleep through the night, enabling me to heal. And also be able to wake up at the next day. Okay. That's literally 3 copper away. This time I'm going to be heading east to hopefully find copper. It's raining over to the east, so I gotta take off the torch. Whoop. Accidentally tabbed out there. Did my game just crash? My game just crashed. I'll have to relaunch it really quickly. Okay, hopefully we didn't lose that much. Wait, that's the wrong world. So, this world. It looks like it either didn't save that much or it just didn't save any of the time. Okay, we're back here, so we didn't lose that much. Just the running back to the house to sleep. And I tabbed out again. And hopefully I just make it back before... Hopefully I just don't crash again. That's basically it. And then I'll just repeat everything that I did. Just sleeping in the house, emptying my inventory, and then running off to the east to try and find more copper. There's the house.
All of them, basically shit.
And then back up. Just emptying my inventory before I sleep this time. And now to sleep. Okay, apparently I can eat whilst asleep. Okay, now to go off to the east. Are these grown? No. Are those grown? No. Hopefully I can find copper here, since I found plenty of food over here. This spelt, so I'll grab it. since it's fully grown spelt. And just gonna keep running. At least this time I have a fully empty inventory, so I'll be able to harvest every single cracked vessel I come across, so that way I can get all the tools and ores and everything. And there's more rye here that I'm going to grab. And also I could also potentially get seeds for cabbage and stuff that I don't already have. I'm just going to grab these carrots because even though they aren't fully grown, I'll be able to plant them to use up any potassium. I'm hoping... Oh, there's wolves there, so I'm going to go this way. But I'm hoping that I can, once I find copper, I'll be hoping to make a bucket. And then using the bucket, I'll be able to move water from lakes like this and place water in a farm and be able to have the soil always be at a minimum 75% moisture, and during rain it would be at 100%. And then also with the farm, I'd be able to build a cellar to store all the food produced by the farm in. Then with the farm, I'd be able to feed all sorts of animals and be able to have a fully functioning ranch. Okay, it's just flint. That's a bear. That's raccoons, not wolves. Open the map, see where I am. Maps. Okay. Going northeast from here, since to the southeast is where the world spawn is. You know what? I actually will head towards the world spawn because there might be more copper around there just because of the fact that it's the world spawn. Oh, resin. Gonna grab that, and as I said, I'm going towards world spawn, so maybe there's more copper there. Oh, there's blueberry bushes, so I'm gonna grab those. Really keeping my fruit and vegetable bars at maximum. Okay. And not really finding much here. Just a common rain. Oh, it's a pretty big oak tree. Is that fully grown? No. It's one cycle off. Okay, open the map, see where I am. Okay, I'm literally following the exact path that I took to get to my house, so it's very unlikely that I find copper, so I'm gonna go straight south instead.
I'm not even fucking joking. I'm
Just searching for copper. And there's quartz. I'm going to mark this for quartz and just quartz. And gonna grab it all since quartz is a valuable resource technically. Being able to use it to make glass. And then the glass I can use for various other things. The clear quartz specifically can be used to make lanterns, and then I can swap out the glass in the lanterns for pure glass and be able to just have a brighter lantern that does not go out when I go into water, so I'd be able to hold it out at all times, and then eventually I'd be able to apply silver and gold linings to lanterns to provide better light. Although it takes 2 full ingots of gold or silver to make one lining, as it takes a plate to line a lantern, and a lantern in a plate takes 2 ingots. But that's basically the main objective, making a lantern, and that would be the main use of glass and quartz. Albeit I'm still searching for copper. Open the map, see where I am, okay. Oh, resin. Grab that. And just keep on the move. I likely already have enough resin to build a windmill if I could even make the planks for it. Oh, there's a merchant here. Let's check and see what kind. A clothing trader. So let's mark it.
How many things am I able to link at once?
Clothing merchant. And that's the 80th waypoint in this world, apparently. Just gotta keep searching for copper, though. And hopefully I find it. There's a small cave here. There's a lack of temporal stability in this area, so I'm glad I didn't build here. Oh, there's fire clay, though, so I'll mark that. Fire clay.
Oh, now people are
And
wanting to
now,
buy.
just over to the east. There's funeral bells. Are these safe to eat? No, they are not. 40 damage. That would literally kill me just eating the mushroom. Oh, there's 2 resin trees here. Okay. Oh, there's more bees over here, so I gotta mark this. And in the future, I'll be able to head back here and basically, just like the previous one, I'll be able to get honey and wax. Mostly the wax to make candles. Here's the ruins that I was seeing on the map. Any exposed pots, maybe? It doesn't look like it. Wait. There's a pot right there. Food, so it's going to be containing grains. Okay, it contained just rice that would last for 90 days. Well, at least I got something from here. In the future, I'll be able to head back and get more. And still just searching for copper. At least I've restored back to full health almost. The distinct lack of copper is really very noticeable.
But you're going with your entire
And
how much this one
just really hoping to find any more copper before the end of the stream. There's another ruins there, but I'm going to grab this first. Rainfall here is very common, and there's seeds in here. We got onions. Those use up the phosphorus. So I'll be able to grow onions and use bone meal while still getting the nitrogen from the bone meal without having a absurd waste of phosphorus. And still not really finding anything. Spelt that's not fully grown. Is this flax grown? No.
So that thing could even be
Just
like 1,000.
still searching for copper.
What's that we talking?
Literally one more surface deposit of copper would be enough for me to stop the search and be able to finally start doing something else. I'm just not getting lucky. I'm gonna grab some berries now, since I've gone through all the fruit that I previously had. Not any copper here.
I just sold my.
It's a place with common rainfall. What's here? There's a bear. Okay, those were parsnips, which I've already found several other patches of parsnips that I'll be able to harvest in the future. But I really just need to find copper. And just like previously, grabbing all the blueberry bushes, since they only spawn in this specific biome. And I could always make basically a greenhouse for them with all the quartz that I'm getting for glass. Have I been here? Yes, I have. So let's head to the northeast. I'm going to be climbing this mountain, well, slight hill here, running through the trees. Oh, there's pretty open ground here. Okay, the rainfall here is common. That's the ocean. Well, part of the ocean. Oh, seashell. I don't exactly need that right now. This is taking a long time. Just trying to find copper. Okay, these are new mushrooms. Safe to eat. Common morals.
I think I might have just made 35 platinum off of a trade. 2 trades. Basically, I just kind of smacked on my.
And now it's another mushroom marked down.
Ribbon and my sweeper ribbon.
And all these mushrooms is really just going to help with making sure I... Oh, there's borax here. I'm gonna grab that and mark it. Rock. Wait. Borax. Okay. My inventory's full, so it's time to start heading back to home. Even if eating the red currants would empty my inventory one slot, still, I have too much stuff in my inventory. The mushrooms are going to last longer than the turnips, so I'm going to have to go through the turnips first.
Yeah, I'm melting down soon.
Just gotta swim through the lake.
Yeah, I think I just made 35 platinum off all.
And then once I get back to base, I'm likely going to need to have enough reeds to make another chest. Considering how many seeds I have specifically, because I have 5 different kinds of seeds. And that's quite a lot. Since I already got onion seeds, I don't need to pick up these onions. Albeit if I find fully grown onions, I'll always take those. Oh, I found where the bear chased me away from the parsnips. There's the bear.
How much would a stunning speed be sold for?
Okay, so from here I just need to head slightly north and to the west. Pretty straight. I'm gonna grab this rye. And really just hoping I come across any bit of copper whilst running. That's not copper, but there's a lot of chickens, so it's good. Oh, there's borax here. Let's mark it down. And back on the run. More borax. This is really taking a long time just trying to find this copper. And again, I'm grabbing so much other stuff that I'm going back and forth with everything instead of just searching for copper. But having all this other stuff will make other parts of the game easier, such as knowing where all this borax is and having just a little bit on me would make making the refractory bricks later on a little bit easier, as I'd be able to have some cooking whilst I'm gathering resources for more. From here, I literally just keep going west. Not finding any copper yet. But I am... That's just plain sandstone. Oh, there's some red... Oh, that's not resin. That's more funeral bells. Death mushrooms. You know, that may be why they're named funeral bells. It would make a lot of sense. That's not copper. There's a lot of goats here. Okay, so from here, I'm still a decent ways away. Okay, that's not good. Is this gold drop milk caps? Let's see what kind. Okay, they hurt, so not gonna mark them. Still just searching for copper. How long is this copper hunt going to go on? It's taken so long just to get the copper that I already have. And odds are it might just be that next stream I'm spending the entire time panning just trying to get the last bit of copper from something that I know can give copper. But I'd rather not pan if I can avoid it because it's boring. But I may end up having to resort to it at this rate. Not finding any copper on the surface anymore. I found just barely enough to not have enough, but be very close. But still, it's not enough. Well, back at the house. Rainfall's common. Just quickly emptying my inventory. May as well grab this one and try and move it if I can. I do not need these sandstones in storage since there's so many sandstones that I can find everywhere. And now I can go grab the basket. And I can place it up by the house. And just throw all the seeds and excess materials. Okay, there's not enough space for it all. I'll take the soil and just place it down around the house.
I just put in a want to sell ribbons for all the weapons left that I have ribbons for that I care about. The
That
only
works.
two I am never selling are the
Now, where would I go next? I've gone everywhere but to the north, so it's time to head to the north. And hopefully I don't have to pan for copper, as that's just something I'd really want to avoid. It's very common rainfall here. That's not copper. This is very just honestly painful searching for copper for this long. Okay, there's ruins there. Maybe there's copper in a pot. It's a seeds pot, so let's see what seeds we get. We got cabbage. Okay. I'm gonna grab this because of the fact that this actually has a chance to... Oh! Almost just got buried alive there. But this has a chance to have a candle in it, so being able to use that to get candles is useful. Okay. I apparently had that marked, so now that I've collected it, let's delete it. Still searching for copper. Okay, let's see, what kind of merchant are you? Artesian. So let's mark it down. Okay, I spelt it wrong. There we go. Artisan. Just time to continue hunting for copper. There's bones, so I'm gonna grab that. And just continuing the hunt for copper. Painfully long hunt. Boulders and stones, but no copper. Still just running.
I only got one weapon slot left.
I will say, at least today, I found a new type of stone that I'll be able to collect and use. Specifically, being able to find the slate and shale, as with that I'll be able to build a house that personally I think would look better. As the surface would be a wooden house made with planks, specifically pine wood planks, considering the abundance of pine wood in the area that I built. And then the basement would be made with like a shale or slate cobblestone walls, and then eventually brick walls as I progress. Although I might think of just straight up moving to a new area due to the fact that there's no copper anywhere. Albeit, considering the fact that there's no copper anywhere, there might be other stuff like lead and... Oh, copper here! Okay. 1, 2, 3... That's enough copper. I finally have finished the copper hunt. Let's go. Now I'm no longer stuck just running around for copper. Each of these places that I found copper, I'll be able to head back to and hopefully find copper beneath them. And now I can head back and use up all the coal that I gathered whilst running around to smelt the copper. And now I could finally start progression with making a copper pickaxe and hammer, and then being able to collect the copper required to make a saw and anvil. The anvil being the more important part, since I can't make a saw without an anvil, so that's going to be another 900 units of copper, and then an extra 100 for the saw, and then I'd be able to start using the planks to craft various things, and then I'd also be able to make a chisel with the anvil and hammer. Mostly, I'd just be able to start everything now that I have copper. Being able to finally mine underground to get more than just copper from the surface, and being able to full on craft fences and actual doors rather than the crude wooden door that I technically can make now, but I'm just not making it since it doesn't. It's just going to get replaced anyway. Have I marked this fire clay? No, so let's mark it. There we go. And now just to finish the run back home. I've got plenty of food to last me until I finish building. And odds are by the time I finish building, I'll have food grown and be able to continue building. Have I marked this blue clay? No, so let's mark it. Blue clay. There's onions on the clay. Albeit, I also will be able to collect the medium fertility soil from here and be able to bring it back in case I don't have any medium fertility soil back where I'm building where farm would be, although it's highly unlikely due to the fact that there's very common rainfall over here, in which I'm planning on... I think I'm actually going to be building there, since it's rain almost all... Oh! It's rain almost all the time here, too! And that's... If it just continues like that across this entire shoreline, then this is definitely where I'm building. It really does just continue. How far away from the shoreline does it continue? Okay. It doesn't continue that far away from this part of the shoreline, but it's basically all of this. I'd build the house here, and farm would take up like this, and then the ranch could be there. Basically, everything's planned out, and I was out far too long. And I can't pull out my torch due to the fact that it's raining, but my house is just up ahead.
Yeah, at this point,
Although I'm
selling ribbons.
really happy that I finally found the rest of the copper required to progress. Just gonna grab all but the 4 copper and grab all of my coal. I'm just gonna throw that in there temporarily. And grab a quick dry grass, place it there, grab all my firewood to create the fire. What on earth is up with the light here? Ah, well. I'm gonna break this since I'm no longer using it. And up here, just place the firewood there and pull it all off. And I'm just gonna pile it up right there. Now to take the crucible, place it on the fire, spread out the copper evenly. Okay, the coal just barely gets hot enough. Now we light it. And just gotta wait. At least I'm no longer running around searching for copper in a mission that I think would be just completely pointless. Don't exactly have much time left to do other things, but still, at least the copper hunt is complete, and the next stream we'll be able to spend doing more relaxed stuff, more building and everything. Being able to find out how I want to set up the farm and just everything else revolving around that. Okay, I'm just gonna sleep. Let's see. Watch the fire. I didn't even know I could do this. Then again, I didn't know you could eat whilst asleep. Ah. Well, fire is hot enough to smelt the copper. In reality, if I were to put that coal in and use up one, then I could swap it out for the other coal. And whilst waiting for the copper to smelt, I'll go grab enough fibers to make yet another fiber chest and be able to store more stuff inside of it. Albeit it looks like I'm going further out for this fiber. I also am completely out of fruits now. So once that fruit bar starts to get low, I'm going to go out and get a bunch of berries. Just drop right on top of the fox. I really don't want to waste any of the coal since I'd rather not. But I may end up wasting some of it because of the fact that I'm going out to collect fibers whilst it's smelting. Okay, that's 14 out of 24, so 10 more. And there we go.
28
Now to
gold
craft a
coins.
chest on the way. Eat some
And
turnips.
a combination of both weapons and frames.
And by the time I get back, it's likely that the copper's done, and I need to make rope. I forgot about that part. I forgot entirely about making tongs to be able to hold the crucible. I'm gonna need to quickly grab even more reed fiber. Although by now I should be able to remove the coal from the fire and it will still keep burning. Or the copper's already finished and the coal's just there. Yeah, the copper's already finished. At least I didn't waste the good coal.
So, I've already got 75 platinum.
Now just throwing everything in there. And I need to get the... Do I have enough sticks? Because it's going to take sticks to make tongs. I have 6 sticks, that's enough. Now I really need to get the rope. To make rope, it's 6, okay. And at least the copper will be a little bit cooler when I pour it into the molds, and it'll cool down faster in the mold. Albeit, it would cool down faster overall if I'd thought ahead and actually made the tongs. Oh, berries, I'm gonna grab them. And it's putting me up to 4.
Yeah, I'm at 75 platinum now.
And that's enough for the rope. And now with the rope, is it like this? Or that? There we go. Now I've made the tongs, now I need to get back, grab the copper, and pour it.
I meant hydroid. I forgot.
Okay. Okay, that's an avalanche. Very close to being done with copper for the first part. Okay. Oh, it's still burning. Okay.
Besides, I only need 3 to 4 parts.
There we go. I don't have any fuel on the fire. Oh. Well, now I just gotta wait for it to cool. And then I'll be able to make copper tools. I need more sticks. So I'll go get more sticks whilst it's cooling. Just gotta break these leaves. It's enough, but I'm just going to grab more, because why not? Sticks are always useful. But the main objective was to get the copper, and now that I finally have the copper, I can use it to collect more copper, but incredibly faster. I won't have to keep running around on the surface looking for it. I'll be able to go and just mine under the previous deposits that I found, and hopefully there's copper there. And I'll be able to just make a copper anvil soon, hopefully. And then I'll be able to make a saw and basically just make a full set of copper tools required. Okay, it's still too hot, so I'm going to keep gathering sticks. As I just want to gather sticks right now whilst waiting. And, oh, it's a berry bush. Oh, I need to plant all the berry bushes, that way they're still growing berries. Forgot about that. So I'm gonna move the seeds into here and swap that for that. If this is, that's borax, okay, so that works. And now I have 32. So if I plant it in rows of 4, and then this would put me down to 16. There we go. All 32 blueberry bushes neatly placed. And the copper is still cooling. There's turnips there, but I can't exactly do anything with them. There's field mushrooms all over the place, but I still got plenty of food on me. With all the grains that I have, and also the surplus of vegetables that I still have. And then once I've set up a farm, I'll be able to grow all the various crops that I've collected and just be set on food for forever. As the farm would produce enough food for me and potentially enough food for animals. And if it doesn't produce enough food for animals, then the food that the animals produce would make up for that.
I've got 9 ribbons left.
Okay, and I can also plant trees over here now, so that way I don't just have to go very far out to collect logs. And there we go. All the trees planted. Now, I'm actually going to dig a place for a charcoal pit, since even though I don't need charcoal right now, charcoal's always a very nice thing to have. Oh. And then I can take the dirt and craft it like... How do I make packed dirt? Oh, it's 6 dirt like that. Okay.
I more or less just told this guy, roll that 75 flat and like a few extra ribbons. Basically, it's like going to a friggin' Meyer
Okay.
with only $1.50.
And now I just place all this dirt. It needs even more packed dirt. I don't want medium fertility soil to be buried, so I'm going to grab that. Instead, place low fertility soil down there. And that's definitely enough space for a decent bit of charcoal production. Just gotta make a little bit more packed dirt. And then on the top, just more packed dirt. Being placed like that. And then I may as well do this, because why not? And then I just basically fill that whole place up with a bunch of firewood and then place a campfire on the top. Oh! The tools are done cooling, so now I can use them. But for the fire pit to make charcoal, it's literally just charcoal's made with firewood placed in the pit, and then I light it all with a campfire. I'm just gonna keep that at the house since I don't need it out and about.
Hydrate frying.
And now I can finally go and collect some copper. And I'm gonna start with this vein since it's not where I'm going to be building. Off to the south. Is this fully grown flax? Yes, it is. So I'm gonna harvest it. Since flax fibers are very useful. And I need them to make a bucket. Right now, I just need to get to this copper deposit, and then hopefully there's copper there. Because if not, then I'm going to have to start with the next copper deposit. Out of mine.
So yeah, I just completely. So yeah, it just blank. Already had
The difficult part about mining with all the gravity turned on. All the dirt just collapses onto you.
So if this trade works out, I'll have a hydrate farm.
And with this first bit of copper, I may as well actually get a copper prospecting pickaxe, so that way it's easier to check if these deposits have copper in them by just prospecting the surface and seeing if it says copper. And then using the node search to search for nearby veins of copper. But if I get all the way down and I don't find any copper, then I have to move over to the next vein.
If they were like 15 or 45 feet, that's probably not the most.
It's really looking like there's no copper here. It's unfortunate. I'm just gonna remove that now since no copper down here. I feel like the cracked sandstone was a giveaway that there was no copper down there. Okay, so next copper deposit is actually going to be the one by where I planned on building. Since I would like to make sure that there's copper there. If not, then I may still build there, or I may choose one of the other places with almost all the time rainfall that I found. But still, I really need to find an underground copper deposit just to continue with progression. So it's across the lake here. Really hoping that I find copper. Is there any vessels to crack over here, or is that, which I'll always take. Although that appears to be it. I can always go back to it later, but it doesn't look like there's anything else there. Okay, so the copper deposit is right around here. So let's start digging. Is it going to be nice to me, or is it... Yep, it's gonna do that. Ah, I almost just got buried alive there. Wow. Really struggling to get down there. It says rain almost all the time, and it's very lightly raining right now. There is copper here. Let's go. So now I'll change it from this waypoint into this, and I'll mark the quantity. It says medium. So medium copper here. Means each of these contains 4 nuggets of copper. So this is plenty of copper to make an anvil, hopefully. And this will basically just allow all of the early game copper progression to take place. Oh, there's also some other quantities of copper here. If I ditch that, I don't need all this sandstone right now. That is medium crystallized. Holy cow, that's even more. Okay, so drops when broken, medium crystallized, or just normal medium chunks. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't even know about crystallized chunks of ore. But with all of this copper, I'll be able to make an anvil, and I'll be able to just hopefully... Okay, so with 35, that's 70, 700... it's 35, 700 units of copper. It's not enough. Even with this extra 40, that's only 740. It's close, but not quite enough for an anvil. At least I didn't use up too much durability on the pickaxe. And rather than wasting it all into an anvil immediately, I'm actually going to use 100 units of that copper and make a prospecting pickaxe. I'm first going to start by eating some of my mushrooms. And then emptying a bit more of my inventory. Now I'll grab the hammer and pulverize the copper. Well, not pulverize, but yeah. And then I'm only going to need to use 1 ingot's worth of copper so I don't waste coal. Before I even smelt it, I need to fire the mold for the prospecting pickaxe. Fill it in. And now prospecting pickaxe part. Okay. Now I need to put that inside of the pit kiln to fire it, and then I'll be able to utilize a prospecting pickaxe to make it to where I'll know for a fact whether or not there's any more copper left in deposits like that.
Maximum health regen build is a bit stupid fun.
Okay, that's enough dry grass. Now I need to grab 8 sticks and then 4 firewood. Which I should have more than enough sticks here. Just gonna finish off these mushrooms, and there we go. And then pull out the torch, light it. And break the grass before the fire spreads.
You realize I am banished, right?
And the fire still spread. Okay, stop the fire spread. I'm actually eating grains now since I don't have anything else on me. I'm actually also going to place the tongs inside.
Oh no, this trade I asked you is
And now to use up all of my clay to make an anvil mold. Or part of an anvil mold, maybe. Simply because I need the anvil mold.
Oh, I didn't even get a note. Thank you. But yeah, I'm basically just trying to go after Hydro.
Just chipping off all the excess. Thought I could do it with the 3, but I couldn't. It would have been faster to just place with the 1.
Trying to everything. I prefer watching YouTube when I have headphones on, though.
Okay. Now, just this. There's a whole lot of layers to the anvil. If I end up having enough clay to finish this anvil mold on me right now, then I'll start firing it as well, since I have firewood and sticks. But otherwise, I'm just going to focus on other things. Okay, apparently 1 stack was enough. Oh. Time to start firing the anvil mold. And now to grab sticks and the firewood. Grabbing another 8 sticks. And just going to eat the flax. And now to light it. Now I need to break the grass so fire doesn't spread. Okay, now I have both of those molds being cooked, so that way I'll be able to use them once they're done. Okay, and that's going to be the end of the stream. Thanks to everybody who showed up for watching, and if you want to see more, follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. But I'll see you all next time, and farewell.